Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Sagittarius for October 2020. Guys, keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you on a soul level. Disregard the rest. Go about your day and know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take in this world, my friends, to get your fulfillment. And for me, that's personal freedom and power. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. You mean the world to me, for real. I love ya. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. At the end, if you feel like this has resonated, it's touched your soul in some way, please subscribe, join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often, because it'd be wonderful to have you along this ride too. So I'm just going to start out today with a little bit of self-care oracle, and then we'll get into the tarot. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and my team of light, as well as Archangel Metatron, to join us to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, and to deliver messages that are only for the highest good of those of us watching. So we're going to get one message here from the self-care oracle on what would be the most helpful for October going forward, please. For the sign of Sagittarius, Spirit, what message do you have? Thank you. Got quite a few here. I'm going to keep the first card. I'll show you the rest, but look to the stars. This month, I believe Mars is the closest it's going to be for the next like 18 or 19 years. But also, this also could speak of astronomy. We have a shooting star here. I believe the Orionids or whatever are around the end of the month, around Halloween. I could be wrong about that as well. But looking to the stars, I think stargazing is really, really healing, because we're also absorbing some of that cosmic energy from the stars. If you have a certain star system that you feel like you want to look into as well, if you're drawn to something, pay attention. We also have here clean, right? Clean your house, clean your space, wash your windows, wash your walls, air out the house, get things cleaned up so that winter time's coming, and when you're stuck in the house, you already have a clean space. Drink tea, right? Get some green tea in, jasmine tea, black tea. This could be chamomile herbal tea. This could be supplements. This could just be your body needing to get you, get your immune system ready. So a lot of people will drink black tea because it's high in zinc, which will help you when you get the cold or if you're feeling crappy. But tea also is one of these things that warms our soul. Look to the stars, clean your space, pleasure. Sex, the card sex came up for Libra, if any of you have Libra in your chart or in someone you're dealing with. But pleasure here isn't just about sex. We don't need another person to experience pleasure. We can do this on our own. We can do this with our partner and someone that we trust. But this month, I really feel like it's saying, it is important to take care of yourself. It's important to get out and look at the stars, clean, drink tea so that you're not, high stress. Because if you look at her here too, she looks pretty cool. She looks pretty zen, pretty chill. So as well as giving yourself that self-love, experiencing pleasure. And in this particular instance, this card, it does talk about body pleasure, because we can't ignore that part of ourselves either. You also have aromatherapy. So for some of you, put some lavender in your bath, wear scents that make you feel good, make you feel happy. I know myself right now, and this is not about me, but in terms of the tea and the aromatherapy, I really love Earl Grey tea. And this month, I put a little bit of bergamot in with my patchouli and my deodorant. It's things like this, that patchouli is also earthy. They've got oranges, they've got vanilla, lavender, they've got peppermint, all different things to suit your senses. But it could even be something like switch up your scents. Maybe for the fall and this month coming in, you're going to need something different. But our bodies do respond to scents. So drink your tea. Some of you as well may want to match. There's peppermint I've seen here twice, so peppermint may help you as well. And sync with the moon. Right now, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, because I'm not great with the moon cycles, but we've got about a half moon right now. And it's funny because today where I am, when I was walking, it's so visible during the daytime, and I love it when the moon's like that, because it's like, even in the daytime, you still could see what's hidden. It's just a matter of how close everything is, how clear the skies are, and I guess how the sun's shining. But in terms of as well, the stars, if you can see her hair behind in the pleasure, and look to the stars. And it gets you a little message from that 31, looking to the stars, because I feel like it's important. As above, so below. This ancient aphorism represents how our human experience reflects the movements of the stars in the universe. Just as our ancestors did, we can look up to the heavens for insight in our shared experiences as a people on this planet. Astrology is a powerful tool for recognizing patterns impacting the collective consciousness, which we can often see play out among our friends, families, lovers, communities, in our own life. So deepening your understanding of what's going on right now, and sometimes as well, especially when Mercury goes retrograde, for me, I can be like, ooh, the stars, there's something going on. You may want to look into a little bit more into astrology. I myself, I'm going to plug this girl because I love her. Her name is Wonder Girl Astrology. For any of you guys who would like to know a little bit more about what's going on, check her out on YouTube, because I find she puts things in such a way that it really resonates for me. It's done in a way that is really easy to follow and understand, and how it may actually have implications in your life. So syncing with the moon as well, for me, this does speak about pleasure as well, that this is getting in touch with our femininity. Women, and when we bleed, we call it our moon time. Oftentimes you'll find as well that you may, if you are a woman, you may experience your period during a full moon, because it's time to release all this stuff. We've come full month, and it's time to release what's no longer serving us. I feel like this is important. This also is saying, you know what, make those affirmations with the moon. Clean your space. Just, I feel like doing these kinds of things as well will just make you feel like all round better in health. And the bottom was use your hands. I apologize, my friends. I apologize, because I have a little bit of a dirty mind, but when it comes to this, use your hands however it needs to be, whether it's cleaning, whether you're cooking, whether you're creating. Use your hands. Keep them occupied as well, okay, for this month. So let's get into tarot now and see what messages we have. I am using the Shadowscape Tarot, and this is for Sagittarius for October. Wow, there's too much. But this Temperance card, I want to show you because it came out when I was pre-shuffling, and this is you guys, Sagittarius. So balance. Like a lot of those cards were saying, it's time to get into balance this month. And I also heard balance builds alchemy. If you see this, as we are doing a well-rounded variety of tasks in our days, as we are engaging in our life, we're going to feel more alive. And some of this is because we're not just doing one thing. We're not just kind of going on this monotonous cycle. We're keeping our life in balance and keeping things in check. And also I heard, like, for some of us, a predictable routine may be really helpful. So I'm going to, thank you. I'm going to take these two because they fell. You have the Two of Wands here. And this is about choosing a way, making a decision, choosing a direction that you may want to go. And we also have the Tower. And this doesn't have to mean that there's catastrophic changes. This could be that whatever decision that you're in the midst of making, though, it's going to cause a shakeup in your world. Shakeups sometimes are great. This one, there's a little bit of a storm brewing around it, and the Tower has knocked off the crown off of the top of this. But it's also interesting because to me it seems like there's a sun behind here, and then you've got this powerful display of storm, that there still is success even if things seem like they're falling apart. I also feel like Spirit may be kind of gearing you up this month to accept these changes. So taking care of yourself, being balanced. For some of you as well, this could be that, you know what, it's a choice to take care of yourself. It's a choice to start doing the things that you know keep you healthy. For some of you as well, I heard practice your, I heard the words practice your witchcraft, but practice your witchery, practice your magic. Too oftentimes I feel like we associate the word witchcraft with literally dark magic and things like that. And to me, it's not about that. It's about the magic that we have, the positive intentions. However it is that you do this, but practice your magic. Put your passion into things. So the Two of Wands making a decision that may cause a change. Tell me about this Tower, please, Spirit. And the Six of Swords is about moving on. We're moving past something that's been difficult, and I feel that's important too, right? Make a choice to cause a change. This is going to help put you in a much better mental space, much better place of thinking. More ideas will flow more freely to you because we're not being stuck down here. Another thing I heard, though, is pay attention to the crows because they're the messenger of spirit. And this time of year as well, October, the crows are quite loud. Pay attention to how many you see. Take in, the signs and synchronicities around you as well. What are we moving into this month of October? There's so much. They showed me this, though. The Queen of Pentacles. If you could put them down, Spirit. What are we moving into in the month of October, please? What is the Six of Swords talking about? Where's the movement? Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Pentacles came out being balanced, right? Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This, however, is fire. So Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, much like you guys. And also I like to see that we have the Two of Wands showing up here because, again, this is your suit too. Very fiery. And this is saying, too, that when we're making decisions that are going to change and impact our worlds, we want to make sure that there's passion and drive behind it. So you could be a woman. You could have a woman in your life who is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I feel like this person is very creative. This could be you needing to really focus in on your creative endeavors. Really focus in on the inspiration that you have. I also heard the attitude. For some of us, the Queen of Wands, we could be picking up on a past situation with this person. They can be a little bit manipulative or a little bit hot-headed, a little bit heated in the moment if they need to be, or if they're feeling, I heard, slighted. But I feel like regardless of all that, this person attracts what they need to them with their music, with their harp. And this is also with your vibration. As we put out a loving, caring vibration, as we take care of ourselves, as we give ourselves sacred pleasure as well, the vibration that we're putting out is whole, not needing anything because we're taking care of ourselves. So this is really important this month, I feel like. And also that moving past the fear of making the changes so that you can get into the action space, to get into the doing. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so there's two. I was going to ask, what else do we need to know? We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. And we also have Judgment here, which is the truth is being spoken. This Ten of Wands is right under the Two of Wands where I have it. Let's find out. Why is it in the reverse? Thank you. You also have the Moon in the reverse. And I want to show you the bottom is the Six of Pentacles. And the bottom speaks about balance, about abundance, about free flow of coin here, my friends. And I hope that happens to every single one of you. I hope that whatever decision, whatever prospects that you're going towards brings you some financial freedom, brings you some financial abundance, my friends. If this is not about finances, however, though, this is knowing that you're cared for in this world, that you have what you need. There's a wellspring of abundance available to you. One of the things that we may need to do is set out those affirmations that abundance comes to me, as well as this to me is money's coming out, but what we pour our heart and soul into, what we nourish, it grows, it flourishes. So what is it that you'd like to nourish? This 10 is saying, you know what, we also have the Moon to clarify it. There may be something that's hidden from you. However, one of these cards was sync with the Moon. Where'd it go? I don't think it matters as much, but to sync with the Moon anyway, to connect with the Moon. So for some of you, this Moon is also your feminine intuition, your femininity, right? That part of us that's wild a little bit. Regardless of you're a man, whether if you're a woman, how you identify with your gender, this is saying, you know what, we all need to get a little bit more in touch with the unseen realities. And look at the magic all at her feet. There's so many mushrooms down there and different little things. And this person is taking off their mask. They're removing the falsities. They're removing the scared, I feel like the scarcity as well, and the worry of feeling like, if I tell you who I am, if I show my true colors, are you going to run away? Maybe that's been an issue before. We don't want to tell people who we are. We don't want to show our true talents. We don't want to make the decision to move forward and bring what brings us passion, because it's been pretty heavy. It's been pretty hard. Hey, I tried to follow my dreams one time and I failed. Well, only if we have that attitude. Every time we try, that's a success, in my opinion. So with this moon, it may be time, with this judgment as well, to speak the truth. To speak up and to say, you know what, I want changes. I've been seeing things a whole lot differently for a really long time, and I would like this to manifest into my world. And I promise you guys, well, I promise as much as I can, but the universe is going to match you. I don't want to make false promises. But like, if you put this positive energy out into the world, the universe is going to match your vibration. Speak to the moon. Talk to the moon as well for some of you, because it has very healing properties, and it's been so bright lately. It's been an absolutely gorgeous month, and October actually has 2 full moons. We had one early on in the month, and then we had one at the 31st. So we have Halloween, which is a very, very thin veil of illusion. I've heard of thin veil of secrets. Like, this particular month, a lot of things could be brought to light, and it's going to be up to you and your choices on how you handle them, how you implement them, and whether or not you're willing to let the past stay behind and say, I also put an end to the past of the burdens from the past as well. For some of you, you may need to look at the past, because it may be hindering you. It may be educating you into, a certain way of being that's no longer functioning or working properly for you. The bottom of the deck as well is the Death card here. But this is coming into Scorpio season as well. This is about rebirth. Saying, all these things may have got me down in the past, my God, but now, good luck keeping me down. I'm going to clarify this Queen of Wands. Thank you. And you got the Four of Swords. Time to rest. Queen of Wands, whatever you want, whatever you're working on, trust the universe and trust that your magic is working. You are calling in what is meant for you in this world. And whatever actions you're putting forward this month, whatever inspiration that you're getting, they're good ideas. And you also have the Three of Wands here. Sometimes it may just be about waiting for the right time. You have the Two of Wands, this being the third, 3, right? That you have to make a decision, and sometimes we get a little bit discouraged because what we want doesn't happen as quickly as we think it should be. Everything happens in divine timing. So rest your mind, my friends. Rest your weary minds. I'm going to bring you one last card for advice before I let you go from the Earth Magic Oracle. Spirit, what do you have for Sagittarius, please, going forward? Thank you. That's too much. What's one message going forward that would help Sagittarius? Please, Spirit. 2. You get the Sun and Summer Radiance. So this is also getting out in the sun, getting your sunshine. We want to work with the moon. We want to be all up in the hidden realms. This is also our masculine polarity. So with the balance, I feel like this is important because it's saying 2 different things. Had the moon, cycle with the moon. Also pay attention to the sun. What can you learn from it? For some of us as well, I like to get outside and ask the sun to burn away any negative energy, any blocks to my creative process that I may have. Ask the sun to heal you, as well as Ra. For some of you, the Egyptian god of the sun or whatever, Ra may be important to call on this month. And we also have the Island and Solitude. So for some of you, you may not feel really social, but also to remember that if there's storm clouds, whatever the tower is, if something happens where you feel like you need to be alone to work through your thoughts and your feelings, take that time, because it's a very transformative place to be in solitude, and many people are afraid of it because they're afraid to sit with their feelings. I feel like this is saying, no, don't be afraid to sit with your feelings, because even though it looks dark, this tree is flourishing. because it's being given the nutrients it deserves and it needs. So if you feel like sometimes you spend a lot of time with other people, especially if you're empathic, put up some shields, ask the sun to burn away the energy that may not be yours, and just take some time to get your head in a position where you can understand what's going on around you and you can make the decisions that are right for you. And at the bottom, emergence with this dragonfly, it's time to come out. I almost said come out of the closet, and it's not. If that resonates, this isn't necessarily about our sexuality, but it's about whatever resonates for you. But to coming out of this dark water, coming out of a place where we're afraid to show ourselves, and coming into a place of acceptance on, hey, this is who I am. I spent a really long time working on me and becoming the person that I am. I think I'm pretty great, and I'm ready to show the world who I am. You also have volatility that they're showing me as well. So you could have a lot of passion. There could be something with that moon card that was showing up earlier hidden underneath the surface. And this is where we need to really work through these, understand them, sometimes in solitude, so that we're not volatile and spewing our lava on other people, but that we can take care of ourselves and enjoy it when we actually are around company. But make sure that whatever foot forward you put towards, it represents who you are. That's what I have for you. Those are the messages for this month. I love you all, guys. I hope to see you soon. And if you have any comments that you would like to say to me, if you want to contact me, I put my information in the description box. But if you have any ideas that you would like also for videos, I'm open to those. So please feel free and hit me up with those. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.